morning, Spencer.
Good morning.
Great guest in studio. Give an opportunity for us to meet Nikki Cannon, interim superintendent at Hood Canal Schools, the school district there. hoodcanal.wednet.edu is their website. We'll put the links, of course, in the show notes to the Facebook page and all that. Good morning.
Good morning. I'm excited to be here.
Well,
thanks for having me.
For sure. We like talking with all the supers in the area, learning a little bit more about the school districts and things that have been going on. You've been here a little more than a month. We met at the Business Expo.
Yes, a little over a month. And
how you like
I
it so
am
far?
just learning about the district myself and super grateful to be in such a wonderful community.
Where do you come from?
I'm coming from Yakima.
Okay. A little different.
So moved over in a U-Haul truck on the 4th of July.
Oh my gosh.
And excited.
It sounds like a song, doesn't it?
It does sound like a song.
It does sound like a song.
That's great. Well, from what I've learned over the years of the Hood Canal School District and that area there is that the kids are great, parents are great, and there's a lot of great support in different groups and parts of the community there. So you guys are starting school when here? Pretty soon?
September 4th, and we are getting prepared for our kids to return. I'm excited to meet everybody. I've been meeting a lot of our teachers, and I've been meeting lots of different community groups, just signed up, and now will be a part of the local Lions Club.
Nice.
Hope to be joining Kiwanis as well. Going to some
Are you trying to pitch
events.
them right now? You're saying, I'd like to... Kiwanis, if you're listening.
Will you invite me,
I'd
please?
love to
I would
come
love
and
it.
talk. That's
cool. Right.
Oh, good. That's
been
good.
going to some local events, like Fire District Number 6 had a little barbecue right after some fires they put out. So I got to meet some firemen there. That was great. And let's see, we had National Night Out at the Tribal Center, so got to attend that.
Oh, good.
Going to a Chamber of Commerce dinner tonight, so meeting lots of local people. And I guess my most favorite part of moving into this community is the sense of community that everyone has. People love each other, and it's really obvious, and they really support the school district. And our teachers are very close-knit, and they just love the kids, and I feel really grateful to be in such a wonderful spot. We have a great board, too.
The Hood Canal School District out there in Hood Canal is a K-8, right?
K-8 district with 306 kids. Should get a few new ones soon.
How much of kind of interaction, either on a daily basis or as regularly as possible, you as the super are able to have there in the district like
Well, in this situation, it's a small school, so my office is actually in the school building. You won't typically see that in most school districts. There's a separate district office.
Yeah.
But because I'm actually housed right in the school building, I get to see kids every day. I get to interact with teachers. And we have a brand new principal that we just hired. Her name is Nikki Oliver. So my name being Nikki and her name being Nikki, it should be an interesting year.
It certainly should be.
But we're really grateful to have her. She has some great experience in social emotional learning and helping to support kids in learning how to regulate emotions, learning how to interact with each other. So learning all of those social emotional skills that we don't really talk about in schools. We talk more about academics, and so we have a really strong vision for building both sides and kind of creating that whole child where kids are not only learning how to do reading, writing, math, but they're also learning how to get along with each other.
Yeah.
It's so important these days, especially.
It seems like that's a big push, change in the way academics have been.
There is a big push in the state of Washington and through the Office of Superintendent of Public Instruction here in our state. We recognize the need for mental health in all the districts. So there are there's 295 school districts in the state. And we've really been pushing and working hard to get more mental health support. And I feel really blessed because we just hired an additional counselor for our middle school kids, grades 6 through 8, but she also is a mental health specialist. So we're super excited to have her. Her name's Kelly Hansen, and this should be great. So again, that more of that social emotional support, helping kids to manage emotions and get along with each other.
So you guys deal with the kids on a daily basis, and like I was mentioning, this seems like a change. So parents whose kids are in the programs may not have been taught these skills, or that was part of the curriculum. I don't remember it being part of the curriculum necessarily when I was in school, but are you able to explain to the parents either the science behind this or the statistics behind these types of bringing the well-rounded, the whole child into it, versus someone who may say, well, listen, you're there to learn how to do math. What do you teach in feelings and stuff like that? You know what I'm trying to say?
Most of my experience with parents is that they are grateful to hear that we're kind of teaching this idea of manners.
Oh, I bet.
In schools, alongside them as parents and as a part of their family. You know, we're trying to connect with families more, and we're trying to communicate that it's a shared experience and that we're helping each other. Right? It takes a village to raise a kid. So.
Not just dropping the kid off at the beginning of the school day and you deal with them.
That's right.
The whole day.
Most of the parents I've interacted with have been very appreciative that we are focused more on shaping the whole child, not just the academic side, but also the social emotional side. And we are so fortunate because we have an extra 20 minutes in our schedule, first period. That's already in our system, thanks to our previous superintendent, Sean Batstone, who created some great systems. Something that's new happening for us this year, and I really want to get the word out to families. I'm not sure everyone knows this, but we're going to have an early release Wednesday.
Oh, Wednesday?
So every single Wednesday, kids will be going home early. So I'm really trying to get the message out to our community so families can prepare what they're going to be doing with their kiddos, especially the little guys. They're going to need some child care. But it's going to afford us an opportunity for teachers to learn some of this social emotional curriculum, to learn the state standards and national standards for their different areas that they teach, and to collaborate with each other. In fact, Pioneer School District has the same system. So we're hoping to partner more with Pioneer School District.
Oh, nice.
And so that our teachers can get together and be learning from each other, sharing some of the good strategies that help engage kids in the classroom and keep them from getting bored, apathetic, keep them really interested and passionate about their learning. So that's our goal. And we're excited about it.
Well, that's awesome. That's really cool. And I don't know if it's just different school districts across the country that I read articles for, but there's kind of another second push too for homework and things like that. So kids, when they leave school, they're able to spend time with their families and have dinner together and not be bogged down with work that's done. Is that a continuing trend, at least throughout the state, or is that kind of a teacher by teacher?
So for me, and I think a lot of districts still need to learn a little bit more about this, but the research demonstrates that homework doesn't have a really high effect size in its ability to change the learning for a student. And in fact, it actually creates more of a discrepancy for kids who come from homes that really struggle. Maybe their parents are working in the evenings. They don't have someone there to help them. So what ends up happening is that a lot of kids who aren't able to even have a scenario where they can complete homework. I've heard stories of kids who they didn't have power at home.
Sure.
So they didn't even have a way to see their homework. A lot of times homework is busy work. And for me, I'm a strong believer in giving kids time to play and have a childhood. They're already at school all day long, just like the adults are working all day long. So why should they have to go home and work even further I think they need opportunity to play and grow and develop as kids.
That makes a
So
lot of
for
sense.
me, since it doesn't have a high effect size and it doesn't really impact achievement, I encourage my teachers to do most of the intensive learning within their school setting so that kids can play in the evenings.
That's so important. Our kids would just be so stressed out. It would stress us out, too, because we were helping them with a lot of it. But just hours of busy work coming home, just hours and hours.
Yes.
Some of them, even the younger ones, would be up till 9, 10 o'clock, and then it affects their sleep. They go to bed later, and it's almost like they don't have that break that they need.
Yeah, and I'm a parent too, and I've had that experience as well. And I felt like I was being punished because I was having to stay up and do homework with kids too.
For sure.
So being a parent has really helped me to empathize and understand what it's really like to raise kids and have kids in school full time, and it's quite a bit. And our families are overtaxed with a lot of activities that they involve their kids in, and they're running around kind of eating out of a car each night, going to soccer practice and different events, and it's tough, and we need some downtime as a family together. A lot of us are missing those family dinners together, and just that downtime of being able to enjoy each other. So I am a proponent of having that family time.
Very nice.
That's great.
Nikki, it was nice to meet you again and talk with you more here on the show. And whenever Hood Canal has anything to share with the district or the greater county or whoever, just let us know.
Pleasure to be here. Thank you so much.
It's 8:24 now. We'll take a break into world headlines, entertainment updates, and more here coming up on Daybreak.